Okay everyone, we are going to unbox the Aputure 700X. So let's open this guy up. Ready? So the 700X is one of the new Aputure lights that has a Blade chip. And this Blade chip allows you to have more accurate coloring when you are using the light. We're going to tip this upside down. Okay, and this is the most satisfying part of the whole thing. So ready? Come a little closer, ready? I'm gonna snip this guy down here. Okay. So, let's show you the 700X. Got some stickers. You got your reflector here, which is great. You got your box. This is the control box. We got the actual light, which is such a good size. And I love Aputure lights because they're fully weather sealed, which means it could be pouring outside and these lights will be totally fine. They also came out with a new locking system for Bowens. Highly recommend. So much easier. So we got two cables. We're gonna get the control box going. Put this on a C-stand. And I'm going to compare this light to a 300C from Amaran, but the 700X will blow it out of the water. But I just want to show you size-wise what you're looking at. Okay, so we got this guy here. We'll put this on. This guy locks in right here. You do bottom first, and then it clicks in from the top, and that locks in. And then we got our power cable. This cable is going to be from the light to the box. And let's put this light on. Oh, this light is cool. Okay. I don't want to unravel it too much, but we have a couple things. We have DMX in, DMX out, we have output, and then we have AC in. So this one's going to be on your output, and with the output, you want this black guy on it. And then we'll try and hang this here, and then we'll put this guy on it. And it's got some arrows and locking systems, which is nice. So I'm gonna make sure those are unlocked. Right there. And then lock in. So that's really nice. That's a different system than what it used to be. Then we got our power. Let's uncord our power. We can put this back up. So let's undo our power. And we'll plug this in. And attach this back. It's really important to keep your cables nice and organized, especially when using this lighting equipment, because they'll last so much longer. In rental houses, the cables get super ratted because people don't know how to wrap up the cable properly. So highly recommend learning how to wrap that up properly and just taking care of your cable. We might need, yeah, there we go. So that's long enough. And then this is one of their older soft boxes. They've recently come out with the Dome 40. This one is their 3-foot light dome 3. It has their old locking system. So with this, and if you guys are used to the old system, this is way better. And I haven't used this guy for a little bit, so we're just gonna break it back in. So we'll bend that, pop that open, and it clicks in. And then I want you guys to see this. When you click this in, it's just a spinning. So I'm gonna pop this on right here and lock that in. And then all I do is I spin this and make sure it's flush and spin it, and it's not flush. There we go. Make sure it's flush and it's in. Okay, so that is the Storm 700X and the Light Dome 3. Let's show you the Amaran light over here. So I have a tiny little stand, so don't mind this, but just to put it on something, we got the little stand here, and then you open this up, and this light is much smaller, and it's all plastic. So right now we got the tracker. It's a mobile, DJI mobile, and I have the mic 2 connected to my iPhone. But I was just showing you the Amaran 300C and how it is different. And it loses me right there. Let's try it again. Okay, so I just want to show you the difference between the Amaran 300C and the 700X. And this light is great, but it's all plastic. This is fully metal, weather sealed and proof, so it's much higher end. But also keep in mind this box down here is pretty much the size of this, where this is all in one, but this is definitely the best way to go. Like I said, it has the new Blair chip and everything in it. This is just a standard light to maybe put in your office, where that guy is going to be mainly on site and in-field. So to show you an example of light sources, this guy is the Aputure Mini. So the Mini here will have a smaller look, and we have the diffuser on it. But keep in mind, this is the old Bowens mount. So when we pop this on, we actually have to unhook that and attach it on here. And it locks in. You're good to go. So that's good. And let's put this a little higher. Oh, this stand is funny. Okay, so not bad. So we're gonna put that on here. We're gonna adjust this so it's a little more stable, and then we'll plug this in. But let's come over here. We're gonna point this towards the wall so you can see the difference in brightness. And then we got the 300, and we'll point that towards the wall. So let's go ahead and plug this in. Okay, that just clicks in. This thing is so unstable. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. If you can follow me. Okay, we're gonna plug this in. Then we're gonna turn off all the lights so then you can see the difference. And let's come over here. Power this guy on. And this system is actually really nice. I'll turn this around so you can see it. But right here, we have our control box. So we have intensity, and you can push that in. We can turn that up. That's 100%. So let's come over here so I can turn off the light. So 700X, and then we got the 300C. We're gonna put them both on 56 Kelvin. This one's on 32 Kelvin. The nice thing is you won't overheat this either. So let's go to 56 Kelvin. Okay, let's turn this off. Right now, this is just the 300X. So full power, pretty bright, like it gets the job done. But let's turn this one back on and turn this off. That is lighting the whole room, and it is very bright, as you can tell. So this light is definitely the way to go. Full metal, but it's nice to have both because then you have different lighting experiments or different lighting options, because you want to have a main, a key, and you also want to have a backlight, which is great for like a tube light or something like that. But 700X is great for music videos, interviews, all kinds of different like commercial projects. Also, it's really nice to put on the side and put on like a spotlight. If you're shooting on the background and you need something a lot more powerful than like a 300. But this is my review of the Aputure Storm 700X. Let me know if you have any questions.